皆さんおはようございます。Thank you for joining me. This is the Easy Japanese News Article of the Day, where we break down Japanese news articles in easy Japanese so you can learn Japanese. So today is November 19th, 2025, 2025年11月19日の今日の記事でございます。So today for our article, we have 大分県大分市で大きい火事。170以上の建物が焼けた。So, 大分県大分市。So, Oita Prefecture, that's our ken. Oita市, Oita City in Oita Prefecture で、this is where this is taking place. 大きい火事。So, a very large, 大きい and 火事 is a fire, as in a disaster fire, not a fire that you would light.Or just flames. This word in particular means disaster. Burning through homes, mountains, those would all be 火事. Then we have 170以上. So 170, 170以上 or more. の建物. So this no is describing all of it, just means that we're describing the buildings here. So 170以上の建物 would be over 171 buildings. が this our subject here, 焼けた. So 焼ける is for something to burn up. So a large fire in Oita City, Oita Prefecture. Over 170 buildings burned. Okay, here is our vocabulary from the article.We have 火事 is a fire, as in a disaster fire, something that happens not on purpose, and it's a disaster. We have 建物 is a building. 焼ける is to burn, as in for something to burn. 夕方 is in the evening. 港 is a port or a harbor. 周り or 周りのis surrounding. This can attach to a noun to be like the surrounding forest or the surrounding building. 周りの森 or something like that. We have 林 is also kind of like forest, but it's smaller. So 林 is like a thicket or a grove of trees. There's also the word 森, which is like big forest. 林's kind of just like a group of trees rather than a big forest. We have 移る is for something to move, kind of to change places, transition. Here, probably move. And we have 消防 is the fire department, and 消す is to extinguish. 空気 is air. 乾く is for something to dry up. 吹く is to blow. And 気象台 is a meteorological observatory.
大分県で大きい火事がありました。昨日の夕方、大分市の佐賀関という港の町で家から火が出ました。火は周りの家や林に移りました。大分県によると、今までに170以上の建物が焼けました。一人が亡くなりました。火は弱くなりましたが、消防が火を消す仕事を続けています。火事が起こったとき、空気が乾いていて、風も強く吹いていました。気象台は、この後も火事に気をつけるように言っています。
Okay, let's jump right into our article here.
大分県で大きい火事がありました。
Okay, so we have 大分県で So in Oita Prefecture, 大分県で大きい火事がありました。So 大きい火事 a large fire がありました existed, ある in the past tense here. So, a large fire happened in Oita Prefecture.
昨日の夕方、大分市の佐賀関という港の町で家から火が出ました。
Okay, so 昨日の夕方, or this is 18日. Written down, we have 18日, but she said 昨日, so yesterday on the 18th. の夕方, which is the evening. So on the evening of the 18th, 大分市の佐賀関という港の町. So 大分市のOita City, and then this no is saying something inside of Oita City, which is 佐賀関という港の町. So 港 is a port, and machi is like a little neighborhood or town. So a port town called, this という is called, so 佐賀関という港の町. A port town called 佐賀関. で, so in a port town called 佐賀関 in Oita City, 家から火が出ました. So 家から, so 家 is a house. We have から from a house. 火が出る. So 火 is fire, and 出る is to come out or to come to fruition, to appear. So this would be 火が出ました. A fire appeared from a house. So on the 18th, the evening of the 18th, in a port town called 佐賀関 in Oita City, a fire started in a house. 家から火が出ました.
火は周りの家や林に移りました。
Okay, 火は, so the fire, that's our topic here. 火は周りの家や林. So we have 家, which is house, and hayashi, which is grove of trees. So 家やhayashi would be houses, groves of trees, and the like. And then this 周りの is saying surrounding. So the fire to the surrounding houses and grove of trees 移りました. So 移る is to move, something to move locations, shifted from one to the other. So the fire moved from the houses, or from this house, into the surrounding houses and groves of trees.
大分県によると、今までに170以上の建物が焼けました。
Okay. 大分県によると. So 大分県 is the prefecture of Oita. And then によると, according to. So according to the Oita prefecture, the government of the prefecture, we can assume. 今までに. So 今 now までに up to this point, up to now. 今までに170以上の建物が. So 170以上 is over 170, and 建物 is buildings. So over 170 buildings が焼けました. So 焼ける or something to burn up. So according to Oita Prefecture, to the current point, over 170 buildings burned up.
一人が亡くなりました。
Okay. And 一人が亡くなりました. So 一人, one person, が, it's our subject, 亡くなりました. 亡くなる is to pass away in the past tense. So there is one casualty, one person who passed away from the fire.
火は弱くなりましたが、消防が火を消す仕事を続けています。
火は弱くなりました. So 火は the fire, is our topic. 弱くなる. So this is the E adjective 弱い in the form to connect to なる, to become, which is くなる. So 弱くなる to become weak. And then this is in the past tense with mashita. So the fire weakened. It's not as strong as it used to be. Ga, however, shoubo ga. So shoubo is our firefighters. They're our subject here. Shoubo ga hi o kesu shigoto. So hi o kesu, fire, extinguish, shigoto. So all of this is describing the kind of work or shigoto they are doing. Shigoto, work to extinguish the fire. O tsuzukete imasu. And tsuzukeru is to continue. So the firefighters are continuing, it's the teiru form here, they're still doing this, continuing on working to extinguish the fire. So, hi wa yowaku narimashita ga, the fire weakened, however, shoubou ga hi o kesu shigoto o tsuzukete imasu. The firefighters are continuing to work to extinguish the fire.
火事が起こったとき、空気が乾いていて、風も強く吹いていました。
火事が起こったとき。So with toki here, we have a certain time we're talking about. And then 火事が起こったとき。起こる is for something to happen or occur. So when the fire happened or occurred, and then this 起こる is in the past tense. 火事が起こったとき。So all of this together, when the fire happened, when the fire occurred, 空気が乾いていて. So 空気 is the air, and 乾く is to be dried up. It's in that teiru form, and we're doing it in the te form again to continue our sentence. So the air was dry, 乾いていて, and then 風も強く吹いていました. So 風も is the wind, and then this mo is also. So the wind also was 強く. So 強い is strong. If we drop that e in 強い and make it 強く, that means strongly. And then we can add a verb after that. So 強く吹く is for something to blow strongly. So 強く吹いていました. In the teiru form here, past tense. So when the fire occurred, the air was dry and the wind was blowing strongly. That was a very strong wind.
気象台はこの後も火事に気をつけるように言っています。
Okay. 気象台は So 気象台 is the meteorological observatory, can also be the agencies and their what they want to say. So here the agencies はこの後も So この後 after this, and then も also. So continuing to go forward, not only now, but also in the future. 火事を or 火事に気をつける. So 火事 is fire. 火事に to the fire. 気をつける. So 気をつける is to be careful or to take precaution. So take precaution for the fire. ように言っています. So if we have ように, this can mean so that, but then when we have it connected with ように言っています, it's kind of like someone is giving their advice, telling you what to do. So the meteorological agencies or the meteorological observatories are saying that you need to continue to be careful of the fire. This この後も is continue, not just now, but going forward. Still need to be careful of the fire. So that is it for our article today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like these articles, please like and subscribe and hit that bell so you can be notified of our daily weekday Japanese news articles. And I will plan on seeing you tomorrow. また明日.